What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. We're getting close, y'all. We're getting close. 16 days. 15 days, 22 hours, and some odd minutes until we kick off against the Philadelphia Eagles, the arrogant Philadelphia Eagles. And starting off this morning at home, listening to Adam Schefter talking about, well, things could end up getting together and they could get a deal, but we could be headed for a divorce. And everybody and their sister literally went on to the worst case scenario, that Adam Schefter, that guy who probably 75% of the shit that he says is made up shit or conjecture. Conjecture? Okay, something like that. So if it were others other than Adam Schefter, then I might take some credence in it. Because today, of course, we had the grand opening ceremonies of practice at the Star on the same day that we've been getting update after update about every little single thing about the Gambler, or what, I don't even know what the name of this. I don't know that you actually have to watch it if you don't have a Netflix subscription. All you got to do is look on Twitter. Everybody's got like a clip of it on there. By the time you put together all the clips, you'd have seen the whole thing. Let's get the gist of it. It is a montage of, piling on Jerry Jones and how great he was to buy the Dallas Cowboys and how a flip of a coin cost him $300,000. And you know what's amazing is we sit there and we actually talk. We brag about Cowboys, the most valuable franchise in all the sports in the world. We the boys. Well, let me ask you this. Bro. The Cowboys, whether they're worth $12.83 billion or $100 billion, what does that do for you, bro? What does that do for you? I'm asking for a friend. Because last I checked, when the Cowboys were only worth $5 million, it doesn't feel any different than when they're worth 12.8. Because none of that has anything to do with me. It doesn't mean that I can go through and I can buy me a new car, or I can go out to dinner on that extra money, that I can go buy me another house, or I can buy me a gold chain. It does nothing for me. It only does stuff for Joneses and their family. Yeah. Because it damn sure doesn't have anything to do with winning. Now, all of this stuff has all come together, so now the series is out. And now I'm hoping that now we've had the build-up, and we've been talking about this for quite a while. My man Simus has been talking about it too. And in fact, I'm going to see if I can get together tomorrow with Simus, and we're going to have a discussion about all of this stuff. So Simus, if you're watching, I need to get in touch with you, bro. I'll send you a text message in the morning and see what time you have available. But be that as it may, hopefully now that the Netflix thing is out, the publicity has been built up, that now Jerry Jones will get back to work on, actually getting Micah Parsons in here. Okay? I still, you may call me a fool or a dreamer or whatever. I still believe it's going to get done. I believe it's going to get done. And probably sooner than later. It was the 21st of last year that CeeDee Lamb got done. And for those out there that are saying, well, this time it's personal. You don't think it felt personal to CeeDee Lamb, who was in Miami, wanting to be with his team? You don't think it felt personal when Zeke Elliott is in Cabo and Jerry Jones is saying Zeke who? You don't think that was personal for D-Law, who literally was told, well, we thought we had a deal with D-Law, with $18 million, and, now all of a sudden his agent wants 21, and, it's just not in our budget here. You don't think it was personal for Dak after playing really good for 3 years, on the fourth year only playing for $2 million, and then getting franchise tag? Come on. All this shit is personal. Be that as it may. Dak Prescott in practice today, in a practice that we're told was definitely more spirited and definitely a lot more physical, because Shoddy had said yesterday, I believe it was, or the day before, that the practices Tuesday and Wednesday were definitely going to be more spirited, more physical, because he needs to see more physicality out of the team when they're playing. So with practice today, some good news. Dak Prescott to George Pickens. Man, you'd think they've been playing together Dak Prescott's whole career, because the way he's hitting George Pickens and the way George Pickens is catching these passes. Watch out, team. Watch out, teams, because they're good, and we already know how good Dak and CD were. That is going to have to be the driver for the Dallas Cowboys, but maybe a boost. Now, in practice, the talking heads said that they're not allowed to take videos and things from the booth and stuff at practice. But what we know is Javonte Williams was the one taking first team reps. That he looks like he is going to be the starting running back. And we haven't really seen much of him as far as, well, I haven't seen anything really of him other than a few plays of practice. They've kept him in bubble wrap. But it looks like we may actually see Jaden Blue get out there, because today was the first day since hurting the foot that he has been a full go, full pads, full gear, running with the second team, and actually having no complications, so he's back on the field. And contrary to popular belief, where people are saying Micah Parsons might sit out the year and everything else, all this stuff, guys, is speculation. It's all speculation. Nobody knows. Nobody's gone. Mike Parsons has come out and said, I might sit out the whole year. Okay? It's all speculation. Everything you get from Adam Schefter is him making this shit up. So until something happens or doesn't happen, just wait and see. Okay? Calmer heads will prevail, and this thing will get done. Now, is there damage done already? Yes, there is. There definitely is. Micah Parsons sitting on the sidelines in a chair today at practice is not a good look. And Micah Parsons wants to be out there practicing and getting ready to face the Eagles. And with 2 division games to start the season, it's not ideal to have your best defensive player sitting on the sidelines. But I will say, Troy Aikman put it perfectly when he said that the leverage that Micah Parsons has, Cowboys can't win without him. Boom shakalaka. Yeah. So that's where we are right now. We're all caught up with the Cowboys and what's going on. I'm still going to be the one that's going to say, relax. Relax. The Netflix series has now started. All the publicity is there. Jerry Jones has got his attaboys and all that stuff. Now is when the work's going to get back onto taking care of the team. Alrighty, good people. You know, I can always tell you, life is short, life is precious, and you gotta let the people you love know how you feel. And I love you guys, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And God willing, I'll be here tomorrow. Oh, by the way, this is some crazy shit here. I was looking on Twitter and I thought it was actually fake. But they said Walmart Great Value shrimp that have been in 13 states have cesium, I've detected cesium-137. You know, something they make nuclear bombs out of. Radioactive radio freaking active shrimp. So if you have any of these great value shrimp, by all means, throw them away. Yeah, you never know what the hell you're getting as far as food is today. All right, you good people. As always, I appreciate you and I love you. Dirty Sanchez, Chris, your stuff is in the mail and on the way. And Dirty, I got a little extra surprise for you in there too, because you saved me from Philly 500. Thank you. Peace.